Welcome back to another episode of Brief Conversations where I bring dope guests from all over the world and you learn a little about them and I highlight the dope things you may or may not know. Now, this next guest I got coming up here, ladies and gentlemen.
You're looking up my name for real?
Y'all better buckle up.
My friend.
Because today we got somebody special in the building. He's not just funny, he's French funny. Oh, and that's a whole different level. I'm talking about a man who could light up a stage in Paris and have folks crying, laughing in New York and still make his mama proud back at home. He's smooth, he's sharp, and when he grabbed the mic, he will fry your ass. No pun intended. It's over with. My first guest of the day. Give it up for Zach Mama.
That's it? Thank you.
Welcome,
Thanks for having me, man.
Welcome, man. Thank you for coming out, bro.
Yeah,
We
of course.
appreciate
I'm excited
man.
to be in your shower. That's cool.
You like these curtains?
Oh, yeah, I do. Yeah.
I bet you do, man. So are you're in New York or are you in the States now?
Right now, yes. I'm here for a week.
You're here for a week?
Yeah.
And where you go after that?
I'm going back to Paris to
Hey,
edit. I'm doing a documentary, couch surfing to all 50 states.
nice.
And I've been to 35 in 3 years. That's how we met.
Yes.
Because
Yes.
we did a show together in my favorite city in the world, Dayton, Ohio.
Dayton. Shitty Dayton.
No, it was good. We had Thai food. It was great.
Yeah, no,
Remember that lady? That was a highlight of the
What was the name of that place called? White Lotus?
something Blue Lotus or
Blue Lotus, White Lotus. I wish I knew the name because I really I would love people to go check that. I think it's called White Lotus.
If you Google Lotus
Yeah.
Dayton,
Yes.
and you see a Thai place.
Yes. That's the place to go. Go there. There's this little Asian lady, man. She is tough as hell. She take forever to cook, but it's
We went
good
there
as
like
fuck.
an hour before the show. We're like, we have to leave at 9. She was like, you leave at exactly 9. Don't worry.
Yeah, yeah.
We're like, we have to go. Rush. Or 7, whatever.
Facts. We was all like nervous and
Yeah.
stuff. We're like, come on, man. Like we looking at the clock, and she went on that she did like a last second buzzer beater,
Mhm.
and the food was amazing. I don't
Amazing,
know.
yeah.
I don't know if the grill didn't look like it don't look like shit in there.
Mm-mm.
I remember that. I remember going like, this can't be the place
No, you're like, we're going to
that
die.
has 5 stars. I was like, I'm not eating that shit.
It was so good.
The
Yeah.
best food, little Asian lady, and then she got shout out to her grandson who likes cars. I remember all that stuff. Every time I go
don't
there,
remember him.
she told us the story. I don't know if you remember. She was telling the story about how she had a grandson. She loved him. He loved cars, and she would take him like race car, take him to like these different NASCAR events and stuff like that. I remember all that when I talked to her. So every time I go in there, I'll be like, "Hey, how are you? How's your grandson?" And
Oh, so you've been back.
I've been back. Yeah.
Oh, maybe that was another time because I don't remember that conversation at all.
No, the first time.
Really?
The first time I met her and that conversation happened was with you. The second time I went back with Brett. I don't know if you know Brett at all, comedian Brett, tall, white guy. But anyway, when I went with him, I went in there and I go, "Hey, how's your?" He go, "What the fuck?" He's like, "You're on
was
grandkid
still-
basis," and she remembered. She
It was
remembered.
still
us.
great?
Yeah, still great. Mwah. Love the
Nice,
food,
nice.
man. Love the food. And we met. So we met at
I
this place.
Couldn't care less. Huh?
Ah, fuck them. Fuck them. This is why I hate the French. This is why I hate these bitches. So when we met there, man, first of all, that's the first time I ever met anybody from a comedian from Paris who was really from Paris.
Right.
And how long was it before when I met you before you came to the States? Because I feel like your English got better.
I think we were there 2 years ago. I'd been here 11 years.
Damn, it took you 9 years for your shit to get good. Okay. But your English got better for real, or I just understand you better. One or the other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Both.
Ah!
I got better. You understood me better. No, sometimes I'm like, I don't really. I play a character in real life that I'm not really. I pretend to not understand what you're talking about.
Do you really?
I'm like, and I just drop one word in French, and people are like, "What is he? How do you survive here?"
Yeah.
It's my favorite thing. Like you'd be like, "Oh, we go to a restaurant." I'd be like, "Restaurant," and people are like, "What?
Yeah.
Why?"
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't know. Just want to be weird.
You lean into that French thing, man, heavy. But now, how hard was it for you to come over in the language barrier? Because telling jokes in French compared to English, I mean, that's got to be two different.
I don't
rhythms.
like doing stand-up in French.
Okay.
Because I feel like it's an American art form. It's like, I'm a jazz drummer too. And so whenever I would play jazz in France, I was like, something doesn't feel right.
Right.
You know, it's like, I don't know. To me, it feels like learning Kung Fu in Germany. You're like, it's not from here.
That's how you talk karate chop. Elon Musk is the best at Kung Fu, I heard.
Yeah, I got a little comfortable here, but it was just like, it didn't feel right.
Yeah.
So it just felt better.
Right.
Doing stand-up in English than in French, because in French, I'm like, people are not used to have they call it the fourth wall.
Right.
They're like not used to interacting with the person on stage. You know, they're like, they think they're just watching you do your thing. And also they think everything you're saying is made up. But everything. Like I would say, I'm from a small town, whatever. And people would come up at the end and be like, so where are you from? I'm like,
I just told you.
I'm from a small. I was like, oh, that was real? I was like, yeah.
No way.
And then where did you live? I was like, I moved to Philly. They're like, you just said that too. I'm like, yes, that's.
They think you're
everything was true. Everything was true.
What?
So they don't get the concept of stand-up. They're like, why would you tell your life to people?
Right.
It's more about privacy there. It's like, hey, don't, you know, I'll show you whatever.
Yeah, yeah.
And I feel like it's really American, like, because even in France, we don't show our backyards. We're like, we don't have front yards.
Really?
You have the gate, and then you don't see the house or anything.
Really?
Here, it's like, look at my house. I have a driveway. Here's my car. Here's my wife right here.
I said my wife right
but
here.
in France, all of that is secret.
Wow.
You know, we don't like showing. You know, you never know if someone is rich until you go to their house.
Wow.
You know, here it's like better. Everybody's showing it, whatever, with your car.
And because you can see both angles of that, how do you feel? Like, do you think one is better than the other, or do you find yourself in the middle?
No, they just both exist. So you just learn to navigate. Like, even in different places in France, you go, oh, that's how they function here, and that's why I'm going to all 50 states, because people in Seattle, they're not the same as people in Arkansas.
Absolutely.
And even in like the same state, you'll have different kinds of people everywhere.
Right.
And that's why it's so hard to do comedy, because you have so many different kinds of people every night at every show.
Yes.
And you're talking to such a big variety of people that I feel like you never really get it.
Absolutely.
Fully.
Yeah, yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
It's not like sports where it's like a winner and a loser.
Right, right.
It's like, we all lost tonight. I didn't get you. You didn't get me.
Yeah.
We all lost. And sometimes I like making it weird just to see like who actually likes being uncomfortable.
Yeah, yeah.
Because I like the discomfort.
And is that, would you consider that your style of comedy, edgy humor?
I don't think I have a style.
Uncomfortable?
Like, no, I don't think so. I don't. No, it gets uncomfortable and I like it.
Yeah.
But I don't like making it uncomfortable. It's just how.
Yeah.
Like America is to me. Yeah. It's very uncomfortable.
Yeah, yeah.
And
America's very uncomfortable.
Yeah, I'm like, I left France where nothing happens. Like the craziest shit happened. I mean, we all know it was.
Well, yesterday?
World War II.
Yesterday?
No, but you heard of World War II?
The guy Kirk?
World War II? World War II?
That's what they calling it, Kirk? The guy who got shot in the neck?
Yesterday, that was. See?
Now, let me ask, does stuff like that happen over there, or is that an American thing?
I mean, America is so, it's so big and so violent. It's like, whoa. But it's also
so big and so violent.
Yeah, I mean, there's stuff happening.
Everybody,
there's some stuff happening everywhere all the time. But that kind of stuff, I'm like,
yeah, I know. And how do you feel about, like, as far as, because now that I'm even thinking about that situation with him, that, you know, he was somebody who was pro-guns, everything, and he stood for a lot of different things that people disagree with. I don't know if you familiar with the guy Kirk, but one of his biggest things was he was pro-gun, and the irony is he was taken out by a gun. You know what I mean? Are you, like, how do you feel about that?
I don't know enough about him to, like, have an opinion.
Yeah,
and I feel like, you know, today everybody wants to have an opinion right away.
Right.
And I'm like, I'm not informed enough to know why it happened.
Right.
Or,
right.
you know, I don't know the ins and outs.
For sure.
But I've seen a lot of people express their opinions online and get mad at other people for having a different opinion.
Yes.
And I'm like, guys, we can always debate all day.
For sure.
But sometimes it's good to just sit back and just look at the stuff.
Right.
You know, it's like when you go to a game and neither of your teams are playing, you're just watching, you're like...
I don't know who to root for. I don't know who to root for.
It's not even that I don't know who to root for. I'm like, is it interesting to have an opinion on something I don't know anything about?
Yeah.
So I don't know the game and I don't know the team. So I'm like...
I respect it though.
You know?
I respect that more because so many more people, like you said, are eager just to have an opinion on something that they you know, a lot of people, especially online, sound very dumb. They sound really dumb because they just want to they heard their coworkers say something and now they stand on that. And it's like, you know, now we're talking about a whole bunch of nothing. You know what I mean?
Well, it's hard to be honest with it too. You know, like when somebody says, oh, you hear about this and that, and you want to be included in the conversation.
Yeah.
So you're like, yeah, of course. And then you're like, no, I don't really know, but I don't feel like saying that I don't know.
Yeah.
There's so many times where I say, yeah, the thing that happened, or you talk about a book and you're like, I've never read that book, but yeah, sure, everybody read it, so I have to pretend.
Yeah.
I don't want to pretend that I know anything about what's happening.
For sure.
In this situation.
Yeah. And speaking of like pretending for you, because you come over here and you knew no English, right? When you first
I knew English. I didn't know slang.
Ah. So how much English did you know before you came over here?
I didn't know American English. I knew
like UK
school English from a British teacher.
Oh, that's what I was thinking. UK English, right?
Not even UK, like school English. Okay. It's like, sure, UK, but not really UK. I don't know any UK slang either.
Oh, so you just knew standard, like the boy goes to school.
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay.
So I used that.
You were talking like an AI bot.
Yeah, I mean. Yeah.
He was the first AI.
So my dad was born in New York, and I remember the first time my English teacher, first class I had in 6th grade, she was like, "Where's your dad from?" And I said, "Americana." And instead of like
America.
Yeah. I said Americana because I knew
like a coffee. It's from Americana coffee.
It was because of there's a band, I bought their CD when I was like 7 or 8. Yes. It was called Americana. So I was like, oh, this is Americana.
Yeah. So you just considered it.
I was like, Americana.
That's cool.
Like, oh, he's American.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah.
Wow. And so from 6th grade, you started learning English.
Yeah, I did.
And then you I guess you kept taking classes all throughout school, your school years.
Yeah.
And then by the time you were in high school, you were fluent. You were saying I know not slanging American, but like basic standard.
Yeah, I knew enough to, like, they took us to the Netherlands.
Yeah.
So it goes 6, 7, 8, right?
Yeah.
Because in French it goes 6, 5, 4, 3. We're like, whoa.
Does it really?
Yeah, it's a countdown. You're like, whoa.
What? No way.
Yeah. But 6 is
like,
the same.
You out of here.
Yeah, the 6 is the same.
Really?
But then it goes down.
What?
Right?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
To 3, 2, 1, and then the last year of high school is called terminal. You're like, we're about to be done.
Terminal illness.
Yeah, terminal.
That's called adult. Terminal illness. Yeah, that's cool though. I didn't know that.
So in 8th grade, I went to the Netherlands and stayed with a family.
What you mean? Like stay with like a random family?
Yeah, the school took us 30 kids to the Netherlands, and we each stayed with a different family.
Yeah,
and would meet up at school in near Amsterdam every morning with all the kids.
Yeah.
So I stayed with a kid my age, and I spoke English with him because he spoke Dutch, I spoke French, and we both spoke English together.
Oh, and y'all had to learn.
We had to. Yeah, we're both learning. So
yeah.
We learned English from people who didn't speak English.
Hilarious.
Does that make sense? Like
that's hilarious.
And they were so good at English, but they were not fluent, right?
Right.
So we had, sometimes you don't know the word, they don't know the word.
Right.
And you say the word that's the closest in your language.
Yeah.
Louder. and either they get it or they don't.
Right.
I'm like, you have a dentifrice? And they're like, what? Like, dentifrice.
Toothbrush?
No, Toothpaste.
Toothpaste?
Yeah.
Oh.
But you go like this because I don't know. I'm not going to go like this. You have toothpaste?
Oh, I got
I got you actually.
Dentifrice.
Dentifrice.
No.
No, thank you though. That was great.
Dentifrice.
Exactly. Yeah. That was really good. But yeah, we're both lost, you know? So you use the word in your language, they use the word in theirs.
We call that the blind leading the blind.
It was, I loved it.
Yeah.
But it was like learning jazz in France. It's not from there, right?
Yeah.
So
that's pretty interesting. And then you take this, you take un-American learned English and come to America. Now, because you started stand-up, how long before you started stand-up did you transition to America?
I mean, I don't understand the question, but I came here to study jazz initially.
So did you start stand-up in France?
In the States? No,
you started
not
here?
In France. Yeah.
Oh my God. So you started here and then you went back and tried it.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah. And it was so weird because I have all the codes here.
Yeah.
But I don't have the French codes because I haven't lived there in 13 years. So whenever I go back, I'm like, I don't even
feel
like
at home.
No, not at all. I feel at home in some ways.
Yeah.
But I feel like they don't get it stand up. Even when I hear comics that are
from
Europe experienced and they do stand up in French, I'm like, it's missing something.
Yeah.
Just like I feel like when I hear drummers.
It's missing black people. Let's get to it. Come on, man. It ain't got no flavor. We ain't gonna beat around the bush. Let's get to it. It's missing seasoning. That chicken ain't got no salt, no pepper, no Cajun. You need some shit on it, man.
You know what? I usually don't agree with you, and I still don't. No, but it's missing. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
like they don't. Some seasoning. They never watched Pryor. They never watched Mitch Hedberg. They never watched Eddie Murphy. And if they did, they didn't hear it in English. They heard it in French, which is weird.
Like that translation.
Yeah,
that's hilarious.
It's a weird thing. And same thing with music. Whenever I play with European musicians, I'm like, it's missing something.
Who would be the top comedian in Europe right now? French comedian.
In stand-up?
Yeah, with stand-up. That's what I'm like, who is that guy or girl?
There's a guy called Redouane Bougueraba, but he only does crowd work. And they love it.
Yeah.
But it's not like crowd work here. He will point at someone and just insult them.
Yeah.
And they love it.
Okay. He said it.
and I'm watching it and I'm like, I can't even judge because I don't really watch it. I'm like, I know he does that.
Yeah. That's good for his style and for what's happening.
I don't even know. I never watched more than like a few clips.
Yeah.
Because I watch it and I'm like, this is not what I want to see.
Yeah.
You know?
And speaking of a few clips, man, when I first met you, right? You didn't have this is the beginning of your documentary too.
Yeah.
You only had a few followers. Since then, you've had a few clips go viral.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what does that feel like for you now compared to then?
To me, nothing has changed, you know? Okay. I'm just like, the joke I have that went viral is really about misunderstanding the N-word. Have you heard of it?
I've never heard of the N-word.
And let me explain. Chris, could you explain?
Yeah, I got you. So,
Chris, black people, we don't use the word nanny at all.
Right, exactly. I never had one. And
me neither. They're forbidden in our house. We got cousins.
Hell yeah.
Go ahead.
But it's one of the, when you're white and you go on stage, it's so hacky to talk about that topic because you're like, okay, you just want a reaction.
Mm-hmm.
But actually found a good angle on it. So, but every time I talked about it, people were like, yeah, not again. We heard enough.
Yeah.
And then
I love it though. I think it's a hilarious joke.
I hate it, but no, I'm kidding. I love it too, but
it's great. It's great.
I keep growing it and adding more parts because it keeps evolving depending on where I go, right?
Yeah.
And there's Louis C.K.'s approach where he's like, I'm going to do these jokes and then I never do them again.
Yes.
And then you have Seinfeld who's like, I'm doing these jokes and then I keep doing them and adding more. And
yes.
And I'm like, okay, I like both approaches, but for this specific joke, I love doing it because it really defines who I am. Like how I learn.
I'm sorry, it just made me laugh.
It's how I learn English.
The Blackest joke reminds you really are. You a jazz player.
Yeah. And I lived in the hood in Philly with a black family, and that was my first year here. And I crossed boundaries that I didn't know were there, you know?
The Fresh Prince.
The French Prince.
The French Prince.
Of
Do you
Bel-Air.
call yourself that? The
No,
French Prince?
But some people have. They're like, hey, you're the French Prince.
The French Prince
I'm
is
like,
hilarious.
Thank you.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I remember, so I lived with them, but I had a drumming instructor, a drum teacher, I don't know what you call him, who is Jewish, right? And I'm in his car the second week in Philly, and I started talking like the people I live with, right? Like slang and shit. I wouldn't say the N-word, of course, because I knew.
Right.
No. Don't do that.
You're not
but
gonna get me.
there's other things I knew.
Don't do that.
There's other things that were like, oh, that's cool. But I said the shit with a French accent. And my teacher was like, don't talk like that. Like he was like, oh, we should move that next lesson to Wednesday. Right. And I was like, nah, that ain't gonna happen. He was like, what?
Nah, that ain't gonna happen.
No, I might ask him. And he was like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
I was like, I'm
from Philly, bro. What you think?
To me, it was like, you learn jazz by listening to music and playing like them. And I was listening to the people I live with, and I was like talking like them. And I'm talking like that to that Jewish guy from like New Jersey.
What part of Philly was it too?
North Philly.
North Philly.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So I was like, oh, just absorbing everything. And he was like, yeah, but no. It was like a Jewish guy from New Jersey. He was like, don't
do that. Yeah.
Don't do that. You sound dumb.
Yeah.
I was like, what are you talking about, motherfucker? I'm gonna tell my boys.
He said, what are you talking about, motherfucker?
Yeah.
I love this. I love it.
Yeah, I just didn't know.
Black people will die laughing. White people will cringe.
Yeah, no. And that's the thing that I loved about, talking to different crowds is making white people cringe makes black people laugh so much.
All day.
Right?
All day.
Because like.
It's the best.
White people don't realize they're like, and that's like, yes, keep being scared. It's great.
Yeah.
And it's good. I love it. It's like jazz, man. It's about tension and release, and I feel like, I feel so relaxed when I'm in Europe because you walk around, you're like, oh, nothing can happen. Nobody has guns.
You feel too safe.
Not actually. I feel safer when there's guns around somehow.
Hilarious.
It's weird because like if somebody steals your phone. Was that?
Listen, you sound like me.
But seriously, like if I have my phone out in public here, people know that I might have a gun and they're not gonna steal it.
Right.
Whereas in France, nobody has guns, so I feel like that's how I feel. Physical violence. In France, I feel more physical violence there.
Really?
Than here, it's like gun violence.
Because they're more likely to touch you or something like that.
Yeah, because they know you don't have a weapon.
Right. And over there, is that what, like, I don't know if France and UK are the same, but do a lot of more people get shanked over there? Because I know there's a lot more shanking. Yeah, like the knives.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, it's a lot
I
more.
I don't have the stats but just
I don't have the stats.
I know, I don't have the stats, bro. But how I feel.
Yeah.
I feel... Yeah, somehow safer with the phone out here. Yeah. Now, anytime when I'm in Texas and shit, I don't feel safe at all. I'm like, I remember coming out of a show recently. That was in June or something in Houston, and I walked to a bar with the whole crew of the festival, and then I walked to the hotel, and there's two guys fighting, and somebody pulls out a gun and starts shooting in the air. Everybody runs away, and then I'm running away too, and then I run into a friend of mine. I was like, did you hear the gunshot? He was like, yeah, welcome to Texas, bro.
That sounds about right, though.
I was like,
that sounds about right.
Are you so comfortable with this?
Yeah.
I'm like, so scared.
Yeah.
You know?
They grow up with that, though.
Yeah.
That's why in Texas, I remember when I first went down there, I did like Arlington Improv, and this was my first time there, and I'm, if you come from New Jersey, New York, driving, everybody beeps the horn up here. I'm driving, and it took me about like Took me a little while. I went, I haven't heard one horn. And my friend from Texas was like, yeah, you're not going to hear those down here. He said,
Yeah.
I said, why? Nobody beeps at nobody? He said, everybody's carrying. He said, even, he pointed to like a little old lady. He said, you see that little old lady with the shopping cart? He said, I guarantee you she got a gun in her pocketbook right now. Everybody has a gun. So nobody's doing anything like that unless they're ready to kill or die.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So Texas is that state where, yeah, if anything goes down, it's because they're willing to kill or die.
Yeah.
You know, there's no debate.
Right.
There's no debate, which is crazy, man.
No, that's so extreme. It's like,
Mhm.
I don't, you know, that's why I never like start a fight or respond to
Mhm.
violence here.
Right.
Like, I was drinking a coffee the other day, like down here, like around the corner at Starbucks.
Yeah.
And there's what do you call people that live outside, but you can't? Can you call them?
Bums?
Yeah, whatever guy that lives on the street,
Yeah.
whatever. Okay,
The homeless. That
Yeah.
sounds worse. You're less. No, you're a bum. Bum sounds cooler. I'd rather somebody say
There
I
was
was
a
a bum than
guy
homeless.
that
I'm
isn't-
like, what up, homie? I'm a bum. But homeless, I'm not less than nothing.
It's
all right?
unhoused now.
Un-
That's what they're running.
No, they
with.
do not say
People get mad at you if you don't say unhoused. I think unhoused is like way crazier. It's just like you don't even got a house, bro.
Yeah, unhoused.
Is it
and
okay-
It's not, sounds like I'm taking it from you now.
Yeah.
Like unhoused.
I agree. I
I'm
hate it.
unhousing your ass.
Yeah.
Nah, bring bums back.
Yeah.
I used to you ever seen bum fights?
no.
Oh my god, you ever seen bum fights?
Is it a movie?
Bro, it was like a like all right, what underground DVD, like you ever heard of like underground rap and stuff like
Yeah.
that? That was what that before UFC. We had something called bum fights, which was like these DVDs that was going around, and on these DVDs they had bums like fighting each other, and it was wild. And I know some people probably today it would probably unhoused, it would get canceled, but
Right.
man, I loved it as a kid.
Was
My
it a joke or was
No, it was real. It was real bums. They would fight. They would do different things for money and stuff like that.
Really?
Yes, and I had my favorite bum. I did. Bling Bling. His name was Bling Bling. Yeah.
That's a real thing?
It was a real thing. Real person, everything. And he, you know, obviously you got they really would like fight, bro. Like they would fight for money, whatever it was, for entertainment. The worst entertainment, low-hanging fruit it is. But man, it was a good watch. If you
Yeah.
ever get the time, Google bum fights.
I will. I will not say it out loud, but I'll Google it.
Yeah, Google unhoused fights.
Yeah.
Get the hell out of here, bro. I'm not saying it. I don't care. Cancel
You have
me.
to say person that is not home as much.
Yeah. That's it. A person who's not as home as much.
Yeah.
I love that. But speaking of not
But-
as home as much, you're somebody who's not as home as much.
Yeah.
Traveling 35 states you've been to already, man.
Yeah.
And what's the name of this documentary?
Don't have a name yet. I'm thinking of different things, but I'm trying to finish it. It's been 3 years just doing that,
Mm-hmm.
and I've seen too much, and now I'm like, 15 more states. What, I'm trying to like take a step back and look at what happened.
Yeah.
I'm like,
well, look at what happened. It's great. That means crazy things happen.
oh yeah, no,
Yeah.
insane things, and
What's
like I
something
can't.
crazy you could give us?
Oh, bro, have you ever stayed with someone you don't know? I've done that 150 times.
150 different
Yes.
people?
Yeah.
Oh, like total strangers. I'm
No,
talking like-
sometimes it's, you don't know someone until you stay with them.
right.
Really. It's the same thing with a girlfriend. You're like, oh, I didn't know that side of you. Welcome. I'm a sleepwalker. And also, I eat ass. What?
Ah, sleepy ass. Ah.
You know what I'm saying?
I can't wait for you to sleep, bitch.
Good night. Why do you sleep on your belly? Oh, I'm
Why
getting
you-
ready.
I'm a stomach sleeper.
Exactly, yeah.
Yo, that's a lot. But 150 different people, bro.
Yeah.
First, I can't even. Now, me, I'm somebody. If I don't know if I've ever.
You're
told-
somebody, yeah.
Yeah, I'm somebody.
You are
who-
enough.
I
Yeah.
am.
Yeah.
I am a person.
Yeah.
But I grew up in what I call not foster care, I grew up in a system, right? And the system was I've lived with different peoples and different friends and things like that because I haven't lived with my mother and father since I was 12. So I know the uncomfortable, and I've lived with a lot.
It's very uncomfortable.
It's very uncomfortable because you're always in somebody else's space, and you learn to respect people's spaces a lot more from living with different people.
Because you can't just do whatever because it's not your parents.
Yes.
Like that's how I felt with my mom. I look back at the stuff I did as a kid. I lived with my mom, not with my dad. Like with my dad, I didn't feel comfortable because I only saw him every other weekend.
Okay.
And he didn't even have a room for us. We were next to the ceiling. Like he just built a fucking ladder and a little floor, and we're just
he just put y'all on the children in the attic.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. My dad is Jewish. He was like,
never mind, that was offensive.
My dad is Jewish. He was like, yeah, go ahead, and Frank. Yeah, fuck it. But
no way. That's hilarious.
I always felt like I was in the way at his house because we're literally in the hallway.
Yeah.
Like the ceiling thing was in the hallway.
Really?
That was our bedroom. It's like right there.
Really?
Yeah.
And about how tall would you say it was?
You couldn't stand on your knees.
No.
Yeah.
Like that. So you basically, when you go to your room, you go to sleep.
Oh yeah, 100%. It's like a train. You know what? Sleeping train.
Yeah.
Do you have like?
I know what you're talking about.
Three
like
different compartments like that.
Yeah.
It was like that. It was just like a.
Wow. No way.
Yeah.
Wow. And your and because I know you said you would only go with him for the weekends.
Yeah.
So are you guys closer today or?
Not at all. We don't even talk.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, because even like when I go to France for the holidays, he wouldn't let me stay at his house. And I never understood why. Like, it might get sad, but that's really weird.
Yeah.
You know, like, you might. Dad,
yeah.
Even when he's out of town, can't have his apartment.
He won't let you just go. Stay. Really?
Yeah.
And how? So it's you and your brother. Do you have a brother?
Yeah.
Two of you guys. And is he closer with one than the other, or is it just both?
He's
you guys?
not close to either of us.
Really?
But then he remarried and had 2 other kids, and they live with him. But
wow.
Yeah.
Okay, that's interesting and weird as hell.
Very weird. And I never confronted him because I don't really want to know the truth. You know, sometimes you're like, man, I don't want to know that part of history.
Really? I was so opposite. You know, I track my father down.
Yeah.
Like this is how crazy the universe works, right? I remember I was driving by. My son was 2 years old at the time, right? And
so you were like 12?
14 to be exact. But we were driving around at the time. My son's 2, and I remember for whatever reason, we drove by my grandmother's old house. And I remembered it from like childhood. For whatever, it was a wild moment in Jersey. And I went, my grandmother used to stay here. And I said to I'm like, yo, it would be crazy if she's still there. I hadn't seen them in years. I didn't see my father since I was a baby myself almost. You know what I mean?
Did you remember him?
I didn't remember his face. Just being honest with you, I didn't remember his face, but I kind of like I remember my grandmother's face, which is weird. But anyway, I go, I'm gonna knock on the door and see. I knock on the door, bro, and can you believe my father opens the door drunk as hell, and his first words was, "Why today?"
Wow.
And I go, "What's good to see you? What's up, man?" And this is how he met his grandson.
Yeah.
I go, "Yo, man, I got something for you, man. You don't even know that." Like I just had to know. Yeah. I don't know why I had to know, but I had to know. And I bring my son up and I'm like, yeah, this is your grandson. And he kept saying, why today, man? Why today? And crazy thing is, we end up talking and I end up asking him and he opened up. And the one thing about that you'll learn probably even, I don't know if you was running from it, because I ran from it and it made me angry. Everybody's different. But for me,
what do you mean you ran from it?
I ran from the truth, not wanting to know for a while.
Right.
Personally, I'm not saying that's your truth. I'm saying mine. I didn't want to know either at first because I felt if he told me what I felt was the truth, which he ended up telling me, I felt it would do more damage to me, just being honest with you, than it would help. So I was like, it's almost like that thing, like your girlfriend cheating and you go, I love you so much, I don't even want to know.
Right.
You know what I mean? It was kind of that feeling for it. And then I went and I asked him and it did the opposite. It actually freed me and it made me feel bad for him because I realized like hurt people just really do hurt people.
Oh yeah.
They just and then when I learned it, I went, oh, nah, it wasn't me. Because it takes that pressure off. Because a lot of times, I don't know if you felt that. You go, when you're around them or they're not around, you go, what did I do to make you treat me like this? You know what I mean? And long story short, why he kept saying, why me? Why today? What I found out the day after, that was his birthday. So I popped up, and I didn't know that. I didn't know it was his birthday. I didn't know he would be there. Didn't know any of that. And we had a long man-to-man talk. He opened up. He apologized about certain things because I confronted him on it. You know what I mean? Because if I never confronted him, my father would have never came and said, you know, let's have a talk, man. I want to get some. He would never do that. But it released something I had because I had a little anger, bro. I'm going to keep it real.
Of course, yeah.
I had a little anger, man. I was, It pissed you off because you look at, and he had 2 kids too. Who he was taking care, you know what I mean? And it made me jealous as a kid to look at that and go, wait a minute, so you are capable of taking care of kids, but what did I do that I didn't deserve even half of that?
Right.
You know what I mean? So yeah.
It's strange, man, because my mom was abandoned by her mom at birth.
Really?
You know, and then she found a guy that kind of, it's not when I was born, I was 9, and it wasn't working between them anymore.
Yeah.
But and he didn't abandon us, you know. He still paid for like child support.
Yeah.
And we'd go with him, but it just felt like he wasn't invested.
It's almost worse though sometimes because you're like, damn, why even? You know, it's like, I'd rather not even fucking see you than you to be here and be an empty shell.
Yeah, but you know, I felt bad for him for a long time, and then after that, I was like, listen, if you're gonna live like that, just take responsibility for some stuff that you've done and that happened in your life or whatever.
Absolutely.
You know?
And as far as his parents, like his mother and his father, which are your grandparents, have you ever talked with them? Because sometimes, we don't get the story from them.
No,
and
of
you
course.
can talk to the grandparents and you kind of get some insight, like, as a kid, he was,
Same thing. His dad left when he was young. So he kind of reproduced the thing, that he suffered from.
Yeah.
And so yeah, he grew up with his mom and a stepdad he didn't like. And no, it's family dynamics. It's crazy.
For sure.
Like I learned last week that my grandpa's first name was not even his first name. I'm like, why do I need to learn this at 34? Like it's Alfred and not Jack. Why do I don't even care, but why did you hide this? And when I confronted my mom, I was like, was my grandpa's name Alfred? She was like, yeah, don't worry about it. Why did
she said, don't worry
She was
about
like, it was Alfred Jack. He didn't like Alfred, so he made me call him Jack.
Hilarious.
But my cousin was like, yeah, your grandpa Alfred. I was like, I don't have a grandpa that's called Alfred. He was like, yeah, you do. Your mom's dad. I was like, oh, okay. So you keep finding out stuff.
Yeah.
You know?
Absolutely.
And but there's some stuff, with my dad, it's definitely something that hurts.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's why I'm also like couch surfing everywhere, because I'm like, I'll feel at home everywhere. It's okay. No, it's not okay, because I never feel at home anywhere, but I still make it feel like home. And I feel like it's a good skill to have when you do stand-up, because you're talking to strangers every night.
Absolutely.
Like, let's make it feel at home.
Right.
But why do we need that validation every night? You're like,
right.
Oh yeah, because it's cool to make people laugh. Yeah, but also like, why do we chase that? I don't have the answer yet.
Yeah,
I don't think you ever.
So do you think that's what you're looking for in this documentary? The answer to that.
100.
Why do I need to fill this void of making strangers feel at home when I don't feel at home?
I don't know. I mean, to me, it's yes. I'm trying to answer questions, but I don't know which questions. Like, even if you ask yourself, it kind of sounds like too cheesy or whatever.
Nah, it don't.
Well, sometimes I'm like, oh yeah, we just wanted to feel at home everywhere and make people feel comfortable. I just like having a human experience rather than like a virtual experience.
Right.
So after the pandemic, where we're like locked in, had to stay away from people and behind our screens, I was like, I don't want to be on TikTok all day. I want to travel and meet everyone.
Right.
And how do I do it with no money because, you know, I'm not famous. I'm not headlining shows. And even if you're headline shows, you sometimes lose money, you know?
Absolutely.
Most times you just break even.
Right.
And if you're lucky, you make money. But we only see like the comics that made it.
Yes.
And we only see them on Netflix. I was like, how about filming a journey that you don't know if you're going to make it?
Mm-hmm.
So I thought, let's go to all 50 states, stay with people I know at first, and then see if I can keep pushing it. And I made it to 35 states couch surfing.
Wow.
But the 15 left, I don't anyone in those states, and it's making it slower.
Right.
Because I don't want to go and just get an Airbnb and be like, I went to North Dakota.
Right. You want to have the experience with someone, so so it's documented.
But
especially somebody from, because what you're doing is it's almost like what we call in the hood checking in, right? When you go to different hoods, right, dangerous places, you check in with somebody from that neighborhood. That way they can guide you in certain places where they go, hey, here, you know, stay away from that. That's too much. And then because you're with this person, it's like people automatically see you. Instead of as an outsider, automatically you blend in with being with the person. So which is pretty smart of you to do.
It just feels more authentic. It just feels more authentic. You know, I came to the States to study jazz. I came to the States to do stand-up. You know, if I was learning, you know, Spanish, go to a place like Spain.
Right.
Or South America, something where they speak. Don't go to a school online and then use it in Italy.
Right.
Go where it's from.
For sure.
But not everybody has that kind of like drive, or sometimes, you know, you're like, oh yeah, I'm really driven. No, I'm not happy where I am. Right. So I need to see more.
For sure.
Or I love this art form so much that I'm willing to sacrifice comfort and be like, what can I learn about myself and people that I can use and make everybody laugh about? I don't know if, you know, it's not always clear. And that's why I need to take a break, because like couch surfing has been like draining.
I bet. I was gonna ask you that, like, how
never rest.
Because 35 states and with over 150 people, man. I could only imagine. What's one of the wildest stories you may have?
They're
that
all
you could
crazy.
share?
They're all insane, but in different ways.
Yeah.
You know, like, give me a state, I'll tell you what happened. Like, it's more like, tell me about Phoenix and that guy who got killed in the RV next to the one you were staying in. You're like, oh yeah.
Wait, what?
Yeah, I slept on the floor one night in Phoenix because I just stayed in the hood, and I heard gunshots next door, but like they were right there.
It felt like it was so close.
Like the thing was shaking, so I just slept on the floor that night.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And the next morning, I didn't go check. I went like, I'm out. You know?
He said, I didn't go check.
I don't want to know. Like, I lived in New Orleans for 2 years. 2 years.
So wait. So when you left, did you read on the news this guy got killed, or?
I looked it up and I saw that there was a shooting, but I don't know what happened. Like, you know, it was too fresh, and then I moved on to a different place.
I could tell you went to Philly first. You moved like somebody from Philly.
Yeah, I'm like, hey, bye.
I don't know shit.
Pizza was good. Thank you.
I like it. You ain't. No, let me not take no shots at him.
But like, I lived in New Orleans, and to me, New Orleans taught me a lot about
Young Thug. Let's get to it. No, I'm just playing. Go ahead.
I don't know that reference, but that made you laugh. New Orleans was the place that made me. Have you been there?
I've never been to New Orleans.
To me, New Orleans is America. Like, it's so joyful. The food is so good. There's people from everywhere. It's like a melting pot. The music is amazing. There's such a great vibe, but there's so much like gun violence. It's like like one block can be happy and like, oh, little rabbits running around. What? Why?
He said, why?
Why?
Why did they start shooting?
There's no safe neighborhood. It's just like, this street is okay. That street is half of that street is okay. That porch is dangerous. You're like,
it's all mixed up.
Random.
Wow.
Like, I lived in a really cool neighborhood, Bayou St. John.
How long did you stay in New Orleans?
2 years.
Okay, so you were there for a little time. Especially being a jazz player, I'm pretty sure you played
it was awesome.
at the hottest spots too.
No, it was. I played 3-4 gigs a day.
You're a drummer.
Yeah.
Nice.
It was
you got
awesome.
A little soul, man.
It was what I wish America was.
Yeah.
Everywhere. New Orleans, like the depth of the culture there was amazing.
That's what everybody says.
Incredible. It just felt like a dream, right? And then one afternoon, 4 p.m. on a Sunday, talking to a friend like, yeah, well, I think I'm going to live here forever. It's so nice. And then I get a text from my neighbor, don't go outside. These aren't fireworks.
Ah!
And I'm like, okay.
Don't go outside.
And
these aren't fireworks.
Our neighbor just got killed.
What? Your neighbor?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Somebody you would talk to every day?
No,
like hi, bye?
It was during COVID, and it's somebody that got released from prison.
Yeah.
And when he got home,
They got him.
they got him.
Lord.
Yeah.
Wow.
I didn't know him at all. It was just like across the street.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh,
But that's close. That's really
it's
close.
too close.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
But my friends in New Orleans, they're used to it.
Right.
Like I was telling my friend that story, and he was like, "Oh yeah, actually somebody got killed in front of me last week." I was like, "Why are you so
Yeah.
desensitized?" Is that how you say it?
It is, yeah.
To me, it should be like you see it once and it forever. Like, oh, it's
Yeah.
over. Because I got to see New Orleans every week. A friend of mine would get hit by a car, shot at, or some shit would happen at a bar where at the end of the gig,
Somebody
you
get
get
hurt.
paid in cash.
Yeah.
And somebody would come up to you and be like, "Give me all your money."
Right. For sure.
And you're like, "Okay, I just played for 6 hours. Here's all the money I just made."
And sometimes
But
that,
there's
you know,
like-
sometimes that's a setup too. Like depending on like if you work a new gig in a certain area, and you know, like they'll be in cahoots with the robber, getting the money back and paying the next person doing it all over again.
Again, it was
I'm
the
from
most.
listen, man. That's why when you say desensitized, I didn't realize how.
You're like, yeah, do that every Friday. What?
Yeah, I didn't realize how, even for me growing up, like certain things I saw at a young age, I didn't realize how desensitized to things I was until I moved to a better neighborhood when I was like 13 with my aunt. My aunt lived in a nice neighborhood in Jersey.
So you live with family,
Yeah,
and then
friends and family.
okay.
Yeah, both. I did both. Like I went from,
For how long? Till you were 18 or 21?
yeah, till I was 18.
Okay.
And then 19, I've been on my own since 19. I just been living on my own after
how
that.
often would you switch families?
Oh, probably listen, so from 12, so before I actually moved with my aunt, I moved with my aunt at 12 to Jersey, I think, or 13. So from 11, or even 9, I would say 9 to 12, I was switching homes with family and friends so often, bro, those 3 years, 9 to 12, it was very often. Like probably every few months I was switching schools. Like I would go from this school, and it's in
Really?
the same state in Georgia, because I started in Georgia, and then I moved up to Jersey. But I was switching different counties, bro. I'm not even kidding you, probably every 3 months.
When did you realize that it was odd? Like when you looked back later, or as you're living it, where you're like, that's weird.
It didn't feel odd until I would say when it really, really felt odd was when I wasn't going back to my mom.
Mm.
That's when it felt odd. Because it would be like, okay, I would go to a friend's house, but I go back to my mom's, right? I go to my grandmother's house, but I go back to my mom's, right?
So you had like your stuff, you knew where it was.
Yeah, I was going different places, but then I would end up back with my mom. The last time I went, what happened was my mom got stabbed in the back by her boyfriend. Yeah, bro, I'm telling you, I've seen, and that's not the first crazy thing I've seen, right? She got stabbed in her back, and I remember...
You saw it?
I didn't see him do it, but I saw the aftermath of it. Because I heard my mom yell, scream. So I go in, check it out, and I see the blood and all that. So I did see it. I didn't see the actual stabbing.
And he stayed there? He was like...
he stayed there. He stayed, and then, I didn't even realize what was going on at first.
Right.
Because my mom was yelling, but I didn't see the blood at first. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
She saw, and then she went out the door, and she was screaming like help me or whatever. So I go out the door, and then some neighbors grabbed her, right? They grab her up, and they go back in the house, little man, go back in the house. We got her.
Go get killed.
Yeah, go ahead. This was Thanksgiving too. So
What?
Yeah. That's why Thanksgiving always been a dark day every year for me.
Yeah, thanks for ruining it for me too now.
Yeah. But I would go, and they go back in the house or whatever. So when I go back in, he's like sitting on, I'm like, what just, he like, nah, don't worry about it. Her boyfriend at the time, he was like, nah, it's all cool. We just got in a little argument, da-da-da. And then I go to the back room talk to my sister, my younger sister, like, yo, you heard that? And he left. So I'm like, he just left. I'm nosy as a kid. And when I come out, that's when I notice the blood everywhere on the floor and stuff. And I go, what the fuck? And I'm looking and I hear my mom getting in the ambulance. This is all happening like, right? I hear my mom getting in the ambulance and she's kind of like, you almost killed me. It's like she yelling at him and stuff like that. And they take her off and they tell me, just go in there, wait there, or whatever. And the neighbors told the cops that they would watch over us, but they really didn't. They just let us go in the house and chill. And that was the reason we ended up going to live with my aunt. Because when they came and they saw the stuff that was going on, my mom, and my mom ain't innocent in this. She don't deserve to get stabbed, but they was doing drugs, all type of stuff was going on in the house, and that's what made them go, these kids got to get out this house.
Yeah.
So we ended up going with my aunt, and that's when we went with my aunt and there was no comeback, that's when to me it got weird because I was like, oh no, I'm really in people's, like no, I have to survive. Like there's no going back. That was the moment there was no going back.
Right.
That's the moment it got real for me from 12.
Right.
12, 13-ish. Where I was like, oh, it's real now. Now I really have to survive. And it's a weird thing to have to do as a kid, even with family members. Because they love you, but nobody love you like your mom and dad.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like they'll love you and they say things to make themselves feel better. Just being honest with you. Like most people want to believe that they're the good person they say they are, but a lot of people aren't. Not saying you're not good, but a lot of people aren't as good as they think they are.
Right.
And that's what you learn living with other people. You go, oh, you say this to make yourself feel good. Like, oh, I'll give you the clothes off my back. Will you really? I don't think so. You will if you, as long as you got everything you need.
Right.
As long as all your things are satisfied or whatever, you'll give me the clothes off your back. But if you're not self-satisfied, you will not give me the clothes off your back. That's not true. Most people, you learn that living in different homes. There are a few people who will love you as if you're their own. But it's so minimal that if you find that person, you gotta love. Yeah, man. You found a diamond in the rough.
Yeah.
And I know that you probably had that from your experience too with Stanley.
I found a lot of people that are willing to like really go out of their way to help. And it feels amazing. But at some point I'm also like, okay, I have to be able to do that for me too. You know? But
And have you ever, in this whole documentary, have you ever ended up in a relationship with any of the people? Like, are you a single guy? Are you?
I'm single, yeah. I would love to have a girlfriend, and I'm trying to understand why nobody would like a guy who's never home. And, and on a quest.
Yeah. So you're telling me you just gonna go couch surf?
Yeah.
35 state. What you got? 35 bitches? That's how black women will be on you.
I mean, that's anytime I hook up with someone, they're like, oh, you gotta do that everywhere? I'm like, do you do that with every French guy you meet?
Right.
I've never met one. Well, same, I've never met you.
I've never met you.
But no, I feel like I want a relationship, but what I'm doing right now is more important.
Okay.
So it's not my priority. Now, I will hit on people that I like and be clear about it, but either they're in a relationship or I'm leaving for too long and then they forget about you. You know, you're replaceable. Even as a comic, you know it. You know.
It's true.
You don't show up tonight, cool. The crowd will still laugh at somebody else.
Absolutely.
So, yeah, right now I just feel replaceable and it's humbling because I used to think, I'm French. Everybody likes French. Yeah, if you're here.
Yeah.
But if you're gone, you're gone, you know?
That's wild.
Yeah.
That's wild, man. What's the wildest, and especially with your experience of staying with people and stuff like that, what would you say, if you can say it, if you feel comfortable? I know people probably watch you, but what do you think is your wildest encounter with somebody where you went, wow, that went totally opposite of what I thought it would go? Like maybe, did it start out bad and then it went good? Or was it one that you started off good and you go, oh, that turned out to be hell?
Yeah. No, it first of all, two different things. How I started the project was because so after my neighbor got killed in New Orleans, I was like, I'm not living here anymore. Too dangerous. It woke me up a little bit. I was like, whoa, I sold everything and went back to France.
Mm-hmm.
But I didn't have anywhere to go. I just thought, I'll go back home. And that's when I realized it's not home. Because I didn't have anywhere to go. So by reflex, I went to my grandma's house.
Right.
Because she lives in Paris, but she has a vacation home on an island in France.
Okay.
White privilege. And I heard your thoughts and I said them out loud. That's crazy, right?
That was good, man. I'm thinking out loud, baby. That's exactly what the fuck I was thinking.
So I was like,
once you said vacation home,
yeah, right?
we call that jail.
Right? And I reached out to her and I was like, hey, can I go to your house on that island? Because I know it's only 200 people that live there.
Yeah.
Small island, 200 people live there. Small. There's no cars. There's only bicycles. It's like, yeah.
Well, I don't know if you feel. Could you say the island?
Yeah, I could. I don't want to. And
okay, good. Okay.
No, it's called Porquerolles. It's gorgeous.
Okay, I've never heard
pork roll.
Pork roll?
Porquerolles.
Porquerolles.
Yeah, very French. It's near Marseille. Gorgeous.
Okay.
She bought that house when she was young. So back when it wasn't worth much.
Cheaper.
Now it's like, whoa.
Right.
Because you're not allowed to build on that island. So,
everything goes up.
Demand.
Everything goes up.
What?
Yeah.
So I went there during the pandemic thinking I'll just figure it out while I'm there. And my dad, that I love very much, decided to rent the house to make money.
Yeah.
While I was there.
Oh, he knew you were staying there.
And yeah, but he was so scared of telling me that he wanted to make money that he didn't tell me somebody was coming. Somebody and he tried to find a solution. I don't know. That's just how he does. He never tells you what it is. So you have to figure it out
for yourself
all the time. Yeah.
So wait, so you're staying in this home, thinking I'm chilling.
In my grandma's house.
Yeah, right. I'm chilling. And then somebody just shows up?
No. I ran into her at the bakery. Mm-hmm. She was like, oh, so sorry to kick you out next week. I'm like, kick me out?
No way.
Like
in the bakery?
Yeah. I'm buying croissant and bread and I'm like, hey, how are you? Sorry to kick you out next week, but your house is so much better than the place we're staying at right now. Like, rich white girl.
No.
Like, sorry, it's so much better.
No.
And I'm like, what do you mean? You know? And then I try to negotiate with them because there's enough bedrooms in the house and some of them are isolated, in contact with the people.
Yeah.
So I'm like, could I stay with them? They're like, no, we're renting the whole house. And I'm like, but they're not using, it's 4 of them and I could stay in that part.
Right.
And they're like, oh man, we talked to the neighbor. It's like a 65-year-old lady. And they're like, you can stay on our couch. And I'm like, but I don't want to.
Yeah.
Like, well, I have a choice. It's like, we're not kicking you out, but you have to go. I'm
like, we're not kicking you out, but you gotta go.
And that morning, I'm like walking around the village. I don't know what to do. When you have to walk, you're just like,
that's fucked up.
And I ran into a guy that I had known for a long time, but we never talked. You know those people that you have in your life where you run into them all the time, like whether it be a bartender or whatever.
Familiar face, not
familiar
conversation.
Face, yeah. And that day he's like, what's up, bro? You look sad. And I'm like, oh yeah, I'm getting kicked out of the house. I'm just being honest.
Yeah.
Sometimes you just expect
I do.
someone to just go like, yeah, I don't feel good. Mm-hmm. But I'm like transparent.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, I'm getting kicked out of my grandma's house and I don't know where to go. I been in the States for 10 years or 8-9 years. I don't know where to go.
Right.
And he's like, come stay with me.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, what? He's like, yeah, I have 8 bedrooms. I'm by myself. It's the pandemic. Come.
Wow.
And I'm like, from the worst shit that ever happened to me, because getting kicked out by your own family is weird,
that hurts.
Bro.
It hurts.
And I couldn't process it. I was like, oh.
That happened to me too.
I have to move out of the way to let them make money. I'm like, but also I have nothing,
Yeah, I do know.
And he welcomes me into his house and I'm like, we get along so well. I was supposed to stay for 2 weeks.
Right.
He said, stay as long as you want.
Wow.
Like we became brothers.
For sure.
He was my age or a little older, but we became brothers and it became like the best couple months of my life where it was like nothing to like everything.
Yeah.
Like real family instantly.
Right.
And after that, I moved in. I moved to Hawaii to teach French because I was on a green card here. It's like a resident card.
Yeah.
You can't leave for more than 6 months.
Wow.
If you want to apply for citizenship.
Yeah.
So after 5 months in France, I was like, I have to go back to the States. So I found people, students. I taught them French in exchange for a room at their house. And that's when I decided to go to all 50 states. I was like, after I'm done here, I'm going to go to each state and see how it is to stay with everyone everywhere.
Wow.
Because I learned so much from staying with that French guy and that family in Hawaii. I was like, I want to use that momentum.
Right.
Because it's so uncomfortable to make it comfortable.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm always being watched. I'm never in the right place.
Right.
I'm always in the way.
Right.
And, that's how we feel in many different situations.
For sure.
And you probably felt like that as a kid, like you're in the way and you're not.
For sure. And let me ask you though, because you said you start, and so you kind of started this journey before you even started stand up.
Yeah.
You already had it in your mind before stand up. You were gonna have a documentary of couch surfing.
No, it's when I started stand up.
Kind of those two things coming together.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. I was
because it was for you at first, right? You were like, I'm gonna do this regardless, just because I want to experience it.
No. I started stand up, and after 9 months, I was like, let's do that.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's pretty. Yeah, that's cool.
But
because I don't know anybody that's when you finish it, I think it's gonna be a very cool project. You're gonna have so much things because it's gonna be very hard. I don't know how long. How long do you plan on? You haven't even gotten to that part. Probably.
No, I have so much footage. I have made a trailer.
Yeah.
And I don't know what I want to talk about because it's much deeper than we think.
Yeah.
Because you're like, oh, it's about stand-up and making people laugh. No.
Right.
It's about not having a home, not belonging anywhere, and being everywhere at the same time.
Right.
It's that space between, like, you're on stage in front of everyone and you're by yourself. And it's scary.
Yeah.
The ups and downs.
Yeah.
It's crazy. And I feel like a lot of people, want to numb their traumas and stuff with drugs and alcohol.
Yeah.
And sports are like, doing something so much that you don't think about your stuff, right?
Yes.
But sometimes I'm like, I think about my stuff so much. I need something else.
Something else. Yeah. Because you don't drink, don't smoke, don't do anything.
No. I will have a drink.
Yeah.
2 drinks, but like being wasted.
Yeah.
No. Yeah. I don't even feel drunk. Like if I drink more than 2 drinks, I don't feel drunk anymore. I'm just tired. And
You're an alcoholic.
I'm like, I want to go to bed. I grew up with one. Like,
no, me too. 2 of them. I grew up with 2 of them. Matter of fact, I'm lying. I grew up with many of them.
Yeah. No,
everybody was drunk in my family.
But that's why.
Even the dog.
Even the dog was like.
Everybody got
but maybe
drunk.
That's why you're not, because you're like, oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I want people to trust me.
Yeah.
Yeah. But also, that's what I like about stand-up. It's making people uncomfortable because they're lucky to be comfortable.
Absolutely.
And some people will, that's why you go see a horror movie because you're like, I want to be scared.
Yeah,
My life is too good.
For sure. Yeah, he said my life is too good.
And like, yeah.
I mean, that's probably why Black people hate horrors. We don't like being tricked in horrors. We don't like those a lot.
It's already my my life.
That's already my life. That's why when we see magic tricks, we get up and start running and shit. Yeah. We like, hold up now. We don't like none of these mysteries.
Yeah.
So that's pretty interesting though to learn this from, because we've talked before, but we've never went this deep, which is pretty cool, man.
Yeah. Usually you don't ask questions.
Usually I'm just talking, right? Yeah, listen to me, bitch. Listen.
Okay, you're taller. I listen.
I love it, but it was super insightful. This documentary, I can't wait for it to come out, man. And let me ask you this too before I finish that too, because I wonder if you feel this way as a comedian. Do you feel the same feeling as far as like, how like when you go in other people's home and that feeling we talking about, like being in other people's space, but trying to make them comfortable. Do you feel like that's why you're so comfortable on stage, maybe?
You feel like I'm comfortable on stage?
I do. It looks like you're comfortable. Do you feel so? Are you comfortable on stage? Is the question.
Yeah, but I feel like the first time I went on stage, I was 3, and I was like, I want to do that.
You were 3 the first time you went on stage?
My grandma had a theater where she trained comedians, French comedians in English.
Really?
So the first time I went on stage was on Wednesdays. She had a kid afternoon theater.
Yeah.
And I went on stage and I was like, I want to be in the plays and stuff. So
and they were all cracking up laughing?
No, they were like, Zach, don't do this. And I was like, it's my grandma's theater. I'll do whatever I want.
Yeah.
Okay? This is mine. And that day, I just remember being on stage and being, yeah, this is home.
Wow.
Like, so I feel like this is why I feel good. Because I'm so comfortable on stage and so uncomfortable in people's homes.
Right.
Like, you know.
Yeah.
Like,
it's gonna be
I remember one time, bro, I don't know if you had those kind of like interactions where you're like, did that really happen? But I peed at somebody's house. I get out of the bathroom and he's right there. He's like, hey, Zach, in this house, we pee sitting down.
No, he didn't.
Yeah.
No way.
I was like,
what? I've never had that happen.
What?
But I've had weird things happen, but I've never had that happen. And he was dead serious?
Dead serious. He was 5, but no, he was dead serious. And I was like, he's kidding, right?
Right.
He's like, no, it's gross.
What?
Yeah.
Yo.
Weird, right?
Little dick energy. Let's get to it. I know little dick energy when I hear it. He said, it's making too much of a splash.
That's how rich I want to be, is telling people how to pee.
Yeah. I want you to sit down.
Sit down, bitch.
Yeah. That's gonna be the name of this episode.
Yeah.
Sit down, bitch.
Sit down, bitch.
Hey, man, this was a dope
comedy.
This is a dope episode, man. Thank you for coming through for brief conversations.
Hey, man, I'm glad we finished on this.
Yeah, we finished on sit down and pee because we got to get out of here. But man, I thank you for coming through for
course,
sharing
man.
everything, man. You're a dope comedian.
You too, bro.
Well, thank you, bro.
You're a comedian too?
Nope.
You're dope, man.
I'll sit down. Don't worry.
I'll sit down and
Don't
pee.
stand up. Just sit down and pee.
Don't you stand here, motherfucker.
Yeah, this should be called TMI.
Yeah. Now, do you have anything else coming up that you would like to shout out?
Yeah, follow me on Instagram, Zach Mama, ZACH_Mama, MAMA. Just follow me and check in with me. Are you okay, bro?
Yeah, and it's let me. I want to. So I'm this first time I'm doing this one, but I would love to know if you could predict something that you would like to do, or a scene be done 5 years from now. What would that be?
5 years from now?
Yeah, if you could look back 5 years from now, something that you want to look back and say that was done. What would that be?
Like a goal I have.
Whatever that is.
Man, I like the unknown so much, but I'd love to have my documentary out and just have a finished project. But also I love the present too much to think about. It's really weird. I have a problem answering those questions because I'm like, I don't want to jinx it. And I also love just the experience of getting somewhere. But if I had to look, I would like to be alive.
Well, that's a great answer.
Hey,
that's the best answer there is.
Yeah.
That's why I was assuming in this answer, I'm like, you look back.
Yeah.
You're looking back. I want you to
Still
be
here.
alive 5 years from now for sure. Maybe 30 years from now. Fucking, I don't know, 100. Anyway.
Still be around.
But that's cool, man. I can't wait to see that documentary and what you come out with.
Thanks for having me,
man. Thank you for having me. Brief Conversations, man. Y'all tune in. Bow.
Brief?
Brief.
That was not brief, bro.
That's the irony of it.